replacing it with plant-based protein, food companies have reacted and developed a host of new products. There's soya schnitzel or soy escalope. There's tofu wurst, well, tofu sausage. But now the EU has decided that traditionally a sausage is a meat product. So if it's not meat, it can't be sold as a sausage. So even after years of consumers happily buying and eating veggie sausages, the EU says there is no such thing and that food companies have to come up with a new name for the product. The reason? To protect consumers. After all, the EU says you don't want someone accidentally buying a vegetarian product when in fact they wanted a meat product.
It sounds like the EU has put a lot of effort in new rules, but how big was that problem really?
There was no problem. That's the most annoying aspect of this story. The Commission, and this is not the first time, has solved a problem that actually wasn't. And it's even kind of obvious. If the packaging says vegan soy sausage, no halfway intelligent person would think of it as a meat product. It clearly says it. However, there might be a problem now. Companies have invested lots of money in new products. Some have even changed their entire business model to adapt to more healthy consumer choices. And they have been promoting a healthier lifestyle and getting people used to certain new products. Now they're afraid that being forced to change all the product names or the product categories would lead to real confusion amongst consumers. Retailers agree, and they're saying they fear that such changes would cost businesses billions in revenue.
So why is the EU even doing this? What's the upside?
Great question. There is no real upside, at least not for the general population. The idea to change the rules came from the meat lobby, and they are pushing for these changes. The reason is clear. They have lost some of their business, all those people who would eat mostly meat and have been switching to vegetarian or vegan choices, and they're hoping to maybe make their competitors' lives a bit harder. However, that's not going to really work for them. They won't be winning their old customers back simply by changing product names. The real problem they need addressed is that with changing consumer habits, the agricultural sector has to change, and for that, it really needs support out of Brussels. It needs reformed subsidies. Farmers need help, maybe switching from certain forms of agriculture, like livestock, to others. They need help in working in more environmentally friendly ways or develop climate change-resistant crops. So definitely the EU has to help farmers, but the idea of doing it this way now by changing names and being laughed at by consumers, that is not going to work.
और अभी there, Lars, thank you, Lars.
ऐसा सिखाऊंगा कि 15 मिनट में